Well, hello there. I'm Tatiana Volk, the GM Witch, and today we're going to be unboxing the City of Mist core set and accessory kit. Pretty sure the core set is the premium edition, and I'm pretty excited to jump right in and share my first impressions. Okay, so I got both of these in a recycled Amazon box. They are wrapped up in two sets, and I'm going to start with the core set. I'm pretty sure this is some sort of premium edition. I'll have the correct title written on the screen because it comes in this nice kind of sleeve for the books and the GM screen. I'm so excited about this. Now, as you can see, there is beautiful art with this. There is some damage that came, I'm pretty sure, in shipping. As you can see here, it got a little bit banged up, but it's a protective box, and oh god, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I got this directly from the Son of Oak website, so the official creators of the City of Mist. It came pretty quick. I did order more than this, but the other stuff were pre-orders, so I paid extra for them to ship the core set first so that I can check it out. Now, it does come with a Game Master screen. I believe they call, they call the Game Master the Master of Ceremonies, so this is the MC screen. And it is also plastic wrapped to keep it safe. So let's try and bust in there. Okay, there's a piece of paper on the back that, as you saw, told you what the screen was. There is something sticky keeping the piece of paper in place, which I'm not a fan of. It seems to be that like credit card. There we go. Came off okay, so that's not too bad. It's hard to see in real life. I will try and get better footage for you to see as well in different lighting. So one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this, whether I play it or not, even though I do want to play it, is because the art is just gorgeous, and the illustrator in me just can't avoid it. It's got a very beautiful comic book cover style, which I adore. I will say this is one of the few games I'm really excited about playing straight from a book or box. My favorite thing about Dungeons and Dragons is my ability to modify and change and create my own homebrew, but if I was to play this game instead of just get ideas from it, I'd probably use one of their modules or something like that and just play it straight. Okay, so these are just gorgeous here. So you have the player's guide, the Master of Ceremonies toolkit, and the Master of Ceremonies game screen, which again is basically the Game Master, which in City of Mist is called the Master of Ceremonies. And I paid for all of this stuff myself. Nothing was given to me for review. So there's a little bit of wear by how they were put together, which is okay. You know, books like this kind of get used up, and it's not a collector's edition. I think it's just premium because it comes with a little storage box, which also has gorgeous art on it. And because it's in a bundle, it's more affordable anyway. So I'm really, really happy with these. I haven't even looked through them yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. This video is going to be long. I'm so sorry, you guys. But so starting with the player's guide, as you can see, it's got this kind of film noir look. It's supposed to be detective-y, and as you see on the here, it says ordinary people, legendary powers. This is first impressions. I know very little about this. I love how it kind of fits with that old noir detective look. Like, it's got the typewriter text, and then it's got notes, and you know, what you would imagine a detective would have. Coffee stains on the paper that they're looking at and different kind of evident things. And then again, to kind of fit with the fact that everything's a comic book style, they have actual comic book stuff in here, which I'm going to skip through. Bloody handprint, and just, oh man, there's a lot of pretty awesome stuff in here. And again, this one is the player's guide. So it like breaks down who you are and kind of how this all works, creating a character. This is a big way for the character sheet, which we will open up in a second in the accessories pack. So mythos and logos, I think they are terming them. You get to choose different themes, and then again, like working the case. So even if you aren't a detective, I think a lot of the stuff that you're doing is revolved around mysteries and trying to solve mysteries. And please be aware, this is not my review. I will do an official review on this later after I've kind of perused through it more so I actually understand. I have no clue. All of this stuff is based off of the little bit of research I did before getting the book. But I haven't read a single thing in here. Now, one of the nice things about the pack that I got with this, so I got a huge pack with the core set, one of the sets that is currently in pre-order. It's December right now. This isn't going to go out in December, so it's not in pre-order anymore. I think it's supposed to ship in February. So it includes that along with this and the accessory pack to give you a pretty good deal. And on top of that, it comes with a bunch of PDFs. So I ended up getting a ton of PDFs to go with this, which I will also review later. But I'm just flabbergasted by the design quality of this. I love the layout. I love the visuals. I love the feel. I love how themed it is. I'm just very excited about this game and kind of jumping into it. And I have personally been a fan of the idea of a noir detective type of thing, so I do find the general idea interesting, despite the fact that like I don't like the idea of playing superhero games. But this is an interesting enough twist on it that I don't feel like it's your typical superhero game. Like, I don't know, I just find it more interesting. But I haven't played it, so I don't know. And then when we go to the Master of Ceremonies, I'm assuming it is equally as beautiful in layout as the player guide. And again, I like that they have little comic bits in between. Like, this is a book that I just want to read and explore and see what's inside, even if I don't play it. So this is a huge inspiration for me, and so much so that I'm excited to try and actually play this as is. That's new for me. Usually I'm just interested in stuff for inspiration, and I have no intention of ever playing it, but I do think I'm going to try and play this. Now, let's get into the accessories that I got in this set. Okay, so everything seems to be wrapped separately, and then they were put together as well. So it comes with tracking cards, your character and theme card, theme books, I had it backwards, so theme books, and your location maps. Okay, so, all right, I wasn't expecting that. So the theme maps are folded, which is nice, so they are a lot bigger. I was worried that they weren't very big. And they are double-sided, and I don't think I'm gonna go through all of these, but they just have different locations that you can visit in the city that would fit for different adventures or whatnot. And I think for the most part, they're supposed to be relatively generic. I don't know. They do have names up here, so like this is the Dirty Dive, and on the opposite side was the Cabaret. So you end up with 5 maps, 10 locations, because they're double-sided, and the material is basically a poster material, so it's not super thick, but it's a little bit sturdier than plain paper or magazine paper or anything like that, so not really thick stuff. Then we have the theme book. I'm pretty sure you don't need this. It's just an extra bonus. That's pretty nice because it has the information about each theme and questions you can ask ask yourself to kind of understand them, I believe. Power tag, questions, concepts. So these I think are supposed to help you along the way when you're filling this stuff out. Then we have this, which I also got as a bonus. I'm pretty sure you do not need this. I will confirm on the screen, but I'm pretty sure that the PDF that was included has printables of these that you can just print out on your own. I think it's all on the one sheet. I might insert what it looks like here. And I think it's also available for free with their quick start set that you can get online, which comes with an adventure. So they have the Mythos ones, and then they have the Logos ones, and then they have character cards. It seems like they have 3 of each theme for these, and it has information for that specific theme on the back. So these are not generic, and I think the printables are generic. So that's something to keep in mind. It says here that it comes with 50 writable cards for tracking your character, information including Mythos and Logos, and it lists out the 14 different theme. And then it says there's 3 of each 14 theme specific cards, including theme improvements. And then there are 6 character cards and 2 crew or extra cards. So I didn't see, it might be here. Okay, now we have the last thing, which is the tracking cards. I have no idea how these are supposed to work. Trying not to damage anything. Okay, so we have the tracking card and then the little information's on the front. So 20 reusable laminated cards to track your City of Mist status, tags, clues, and juice. Oh, it's only got one side, and then there seems to be little spots for you to track stuff. Okay, so it is. Okay, so I will come back and I will wipe that off and see how it goes. Okay, it's 6:40, so 36 minutes later. I have a microfiber rag with some water on it. Let's see how it does. Comes off like butter. Real quick, before I give my final thoughts, I realized that the maps and theme books are not the standard American letter size. So that's going to be a struggle for me in trying to find a good way to store these. But fortunately, these are thinner, so I can put them in a folder, and that shouldn't be a problem. It's just kind of, how do I store these without them getting ruined? Here is my current storage solution. As you can see, the 8.5 by 11 page protectors aren't big enough, but still a good way to keep them together. And then the 8.5 by 11 file folder keeps all of the other goodies. Okay, so for a quick wrap up, I am super happy with everything that I got here. I will say that because the cards for the themes are theme specific, this is probably not the most practical bit of content that I have got here, but everything else seems to be widely reusable, very good in its own, and just super high quality. The Game Master screen or Master of Ceremonies screen is a nice bonus. The box is beautiful. The theme books are sturdy and very nice quality. Seems like something that will be usable around the table while players are filling out their characters or adjusting their characters. The maps are nice. I think they're a pretty good size since they fold up in 4s. And the books are gorgeous. I love literally everything about them. The layout, the art, the graphic design, the contents. I love how it's themed towards the idea behind the City of Mist. This is probably one of the few tabletop RPGs that I am interested in playing as is. I will admit that I have not had a lot of access to tabletops outside of Dungeons and Dragons, but In the years that I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons, I've never really wanted to play anything straight. I feel like with Dungeons and Dragons, my brain says, oh, I want to create my own thing. But with City of Mist, I'm excited to explore how it's meant to be instead of creating my own versions from it. So I'm really excited to kind of dive into these and see what they have in store. And I will do a more in-depth review once I've done that and I have a better idea of what all of this is. And I will share that with you guys. Other than that, I think that wraps this up. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs up. Check out my Discord for better updates and communications for this channel. And see me on Twitter. I'm very active for this game master based brand. So I hope you guys have a fantastic week until the next video, and I will see you next time. Alright, you guys. Bye!